I have terrible news. My mom just died. I don't know what to do. I don't have money for the funeral arrangements. Please help me. If you could help me with some donations, anything will help me. I would be eternally thankful. Thank you. God help me.
Picture this. You are scrolling on social media, let's say Facebook, and you see a heartbreaking video of your best friend crying over the loss of her mother. She's asking for help. You are moved. You text her instead of calling. You assume she must be busy handling the funeral arrangements. But when she replies later to you, she has no idea what are you talking about. Her mom is alive and well. It was all fake. The voice, her face, her room, everything was generated by artificial intelligence. In this second episode, we ask, how can we know what is real in a world where everything can be fake? How deception has evolved from the Trojan horse to the Nigerian prince emails. Why social media and AI have taken manipulation to new heights. What deepfakes are and how they impact us. And most importantly, how to protect our most powerful tools, our minds, through what we call cognitive security. In this episode of Behind the Digital Curtain, we are talking about the power and the danger of what is called synthetic media. We will explore how deepfakes, clone voices, and AI-generated documents are challenging trust, truth, and our very ability to tell what is real from what is made up. I am Dr. Sergio Sanchez, aka Dr. Qubit, and this is Behind the Digital Curtain. Welcome to episode 2. Let's begin. What happens when fake sounds and fake videos look and sound even more real than the truth? What will happen when the line between the real world and the virtual one disappears? The famous saying, seeing is believing, well, we are not so sure about that anymore. We live in an era where we can believe everything we see. A photo can be generated by an app or software. A voice can be cloned. And a video can be shown someone saying things that they never actually said. The truth doesn't look like it used to be. And lies now wear suit makeup cutting-edge tech. Imagine false accusations, manipulated news, videos that fool thousands, decisions based on data faked by artificial intelligence. That's already happening. This isn't science fiction. This is today. Digital deception is no longer science fiction. In the past, spotting a scam was easier. A poorly written letter making ridiculous promises, a spammy email full of spelling mistakes, a blurry image of a Nigerian princess needing your help. But today, deepfakes, AI-generated fake videos, clone voices, and professionally written scam emails can even fool experts. I'm going to give you a real example. In 2020, a company executive in the UK transferred over $25.6 million after receiving a Zoom video call from his boss, whose voice was perfectly cloned using AI. It was a scam. To illustrate, I created a young female voice using the website 11labs.io. Let's listen of the result. And just to be clear, this is a completely artificial voice reading a text that I wrote is not real. This person do not exist.
Humberto, my love, I know you only want me to talk to you at the workshop, but I'm desperate. What you sent for our children's support is no longer enough. Humberto Jr. doesn't have lunch money anymore, and his shoes already have holes. I know you bought yourself a new car. Please sell it and send us the money. We love you very much.
As you can hear, it's very convincing. Actually, I created that to play a prank with one of my old friends. I was thinking to send that to his wife. Of course, I won't do that. But imagine what is possible. Now imagine being able to copy any voice from someone on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, etc., and make them say whatever you want. What if it sounded like a family member asking for help? Would you hesitate to give them that help? So, what changed? Generative artificial intelligence. Generative artificial intelligence, or AI, is like a super smart robot brain that can create new things, like stories, pictures, music, or even videos, all by itself. Imagine you tell it,
"Draw me a dragon with rainbow wings."
and boom! It makes a picture of a dragon, even if no one has ever seen one before. Or you say,
"Write me a story about a haunted video game with a lot of ghosts."
okay, let me turn all the lights on. Phew, that was close. So, as you can see, AI comes with the whole story from scratch. It learned how to do this by looking at millions and millions of examples of stories, pictures, and sounds made by humans. Kind of like how you learn by reading books, watching movies, or listening to music. So basically, generative AI is a smart tool that helps create new things using what it has learned. Just like our imagination, just like your imagination, but powered by a computer. Thanks to tools like ChatGPT, DALL-E, 11 Labs, or Midjourney, all free to use at some level, now anyone can write persuasive emails like a pro, create fake videos of celebrities saying things that they never did, generate audio of relatives asking for help in their own voices, make fake images of protest, politicians, products, or events that never happened, never existed. What once required a Hollywood studio can now be done by a teenager with a laptop or a cellular phone. But what's the hacker's most powerful weapon? Emotional impact. The human brain runs on emotions before logic, and sometimes skip logic altogether. Scammers and digital manipulators know that. That's why they target emotions like fear,
"Your account will be blocked if you don't confirm your info."
urgency,
"You only have 10 minutes to claim this offer."
guilt.
"Your daughter is in danger. We need money now."
A study from MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, found that false content is shared 6 times faster than true content on social media. Why? Because it triggers stronger emotions. How does your brain react? Imagine getting this voice message.
Mom! Mother! They kidnapped me! They are going to kill me if you don't pay the ransom! Please, help me! Mom, save me! Send
Again, this is a fake voice created by AI. But imagine for a second that is your daughter's voice, or so you think. But it's not. It's a voice clone created from a public TikTok that your kid put online. So what can we do? This episode isn't just about the problem. We're starting the solution too. Pause. Take a few seconds before reacting emotionally. Question. Does this make sense? Can I confirm it from another source? Protect. Don't share sensitive info on social media. Use multi-factor authentication every time that you create an account. A password is not enough anymore. And if you are using a password, try to use 12 different characters, letters, numbers, uppercase letters, lowercase numbers. Lowercase numbers, yeah, right. Sorry, I got you there. The key is to build our cognitive defenses. But what is cognitive security? Cognitive security is about protecting our ability to think clearly, reasoning correctly, and make good decisions, even when facing sophisticated attempts at manipulation. Just like cybersecurity protects our digital systems, cognitive security protects our minds, our cognition, our ability to learn, to perceive reality, to decide. Is essential to who we are, and today, bad actors have powerful tools to attack it. How? Well, through viral misinformation, manipulated videos, conspiracy theories, content designed to hack your emotions. Over time, this information overload can dull your ability to tell real from fake, weaken our judgment, and leave us vulnerable to bad decisions. Researchers in neuroscience, psychology, and computer science are working on studying how media impacts thinking and developing mental models to critically evaluate info, creating educational programs to promote media literacy, cognitive resilience, and critical thinking from an early age, designing AI tools to detect manipulated content, bot campaigns, and misinformation, combining knowledge from multiple fields to anticipate emerging threats to our minds. How do we strengthen ourselves? We need to build critical thinking habits, like spotting red flags, headlines, or social media posts that trigger strong emotions. If something made you angry, sad, or anxious, be cautious. Unverified sources. Check if that story appears in other credible outlets. Manipulated images. Look at the details, shadows, fingers, proportions, anything rare, everything strange. Look for weird things in the pictures. Unnatural movement. And now also, sadly, be careful about voices. Even if the voice is something that you recognize, somebody that you know, be careful. Look for ways of talking, way for cadence, something not normal of that person speaking pattern. Please pause before sharing sketchy content and always seek trustworthy, diverse sources. In short, we need mental hygiene for the digital age. Just like we learned to wash our hands to prevent infections, we now need practice to protect ourselves from misinformation. And this isn't just a personal issue, it's a national and global security issue. Malicious actors can weaponize information to sow confusion, hate, and division. Our best defense, a resilient mind. Because at the end of the day, your mind is your most valuable asset. It's how you see the world, make decisions, and exercise your freedom. So the key takeaways. 1. Manipulation moves at the speed of tech. Deepfakes and AI-generated content are increasingly realistic, and every day they are more and more. Seeing is no longer believing. Number 2. Our brains are wired to trust what we see and hear. Attackers know this. That's why they aim to provoke intense emotion responses. We need to sharpen our BS detectors, strengthen critical thinking, and stay emotionally aware. Number 3. Cognitive security is an essential skill. Understanding our mental vulnerabilities and building resilience help us make better choices and resist manipulation. So, how do we live in a world full of deepfakes, misinformation, and AI-generated deception? It all starts with awareness, with recognizing that these problems are real, complex, and growing, with protecting our greatest asset, our ability to think clearly and independently. The battle for reality begins in the mind, and it's a battle we cannot afford to lose. This is just the first chapter. In future episodes, we will explore how generative AI works, the tools behind synthetic media, and how it's transforming fraud and manipulation. We will dive into an attacker mindset, how they bypass AI security, and the impact on personal and societal trust. Get ready. What's coming will help you see the digital world with new eyes. In the past, fake was obvious. Today, fake can look more perfect than real. Our defense is no longer antivirus, it's a mental firewall. Digital literacy, critical pause, and the ability to say, "These sound real, but I'm going to double check." Want to stay one step ahead of digital deception? Subscribe to this podcast, share this episode, and join us every week as we uncover how to defend ourselves in the age of false realities. The battle for truth begins in your mind, and here you will learn how to win. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. If you enjoy it, please share with someone you want to protect and help navigate this technological world. And if you have questions, anecdotes, or stories you would like to share, write me at behindthedigitalcurtainpodcast@gmail.com. I'll be waiting for you next week for another episode of Behind the Digital Curtain, the place where technology is spoken in human language. See you later.